All right, here we are again today. Good morning. Today is January. It's Friday, July 18th. July 18th. Here we are. Good morning. It's a bit of an overcast. It's kind of nice actually. It's been really hot. We're in the hot days, the dog days of summer. And so it's actually really nice to have a bit of an overcast and to feel the earth rest a little bit from all the heat. It's been really hot lately, and it's a nice day actually. But you're not here to hear about the weather. Um, let's talk about progress for Common Creatives. I'm going to keep it short again. We are wrapping up week number 3. Number 3 is coming to a close. It is Friday. I got an email back from our friends at Venmo. They have been able to find the account associated with my other personal account. Almost resolved that. I need to give him some just verification that it's me that owns it. I got that email late last night. So Venmo issue, I think, is close to being wrapped up, which is good news. Again, it's not 100% needed. I just wanted to use that. And worst case scenario, if I can't get that worked out, then I'm just going to have to create another one and use that. But I'm really wanting to use my previous one because it's the @Common Creatives name. And when you're doing a business, a rememberable name is important. That's why I paid $1,000 for the URL when I started this whole thing back in 2012. So, yeah, I want to use that if I can. That's why I've gone through this trouble. But I'm kind of coming to the end if that doesn't get worked out. So, yeah, that's coming up. Trying to work that out. Other things going on. It's been busy. It's always busy. Helping my family. It's been a busy week. I mentioned my daughter is getting her license, so in the evenings I've been driving her over to the school to get her. She's got some driving ranges that she's trying to do. My wife has been trying to help our kids update some rooms in our house. A lot of my kids have been wanting to do a little change in their lives and update some of their personal living spaces with their rooms. So that's going on. And we got this potential 9 to 5 job change coming up. And working out that's progressing. The last step they have with there is they've been asking to have some references submitted. This is the first time I've ever had a job actually ask for references. So going through the process of what that looks like. Not a big deal. I've had plenty of past coworkers that I've worked with and people I've worked with that I felt like very comfortable reaching out and saying, hey, would you be willing to do this? And I just needed 2 past managers and a past peer coworker. And I've had plenty of those. So reached out to some past friends, some past coworkers and managers, and I think I found some individuals that would be willing to do that for me. And using this tool, they sent out a what do you know about Trevor? So I'll be honest, like, this is the kind of stuff that makes me want to be an entrepreneur. Like, I'm fine doing it, but it's kind of silly, you know. It's kind of like, especially at this point, like I've gotten 5 rounds interviews with this group of individuals, and it's been really good. I'm really happy to explore it, and it's really interesting. This has been probably the highest bar or most rigorous application process, which is a good sign actually. It just means that they're very thorough and want to make sure that they're hiring the right people. It would be more of a red flag for me if I didn't know anybody working there and respect the people that work there. I actually know, I don't know, a dozen people that have worked there and that are currently working there, and they're all really high caliber people. And so I take it more as like they're just more slow to hire and maybe quick to fire is the adage you might hear. So I'm thinking a lot about this right now. They said that I could see an offer as soon as today, Friday. If not today, it'll be sometime next week. So, not 100% ready to jump in, but I'm pretty close. If it comes in as a good offer and seems like a good opportunity, it seems like a growing good company. I really like the team. I really like the people that I've met with so far. So it's a good role. So yeah, that's in the mix. I'm mentioning it here because you've heard in earlier videos. That's all part of this, right? Like it's a constant balance of like working for somebody else and trying to do your own thing. Honestly, I would love to be in a point where I'm doing my own thing. That's why I'm kind of trying to get this off the ground and consistently waking up each day, talking about this progress that I'm making and trying to make progress in the evenings. I will say this last few weeks have been really kind of hard doing all of this, and really hard at the evenings trying to work on it, because right now I feel like my family has needed a lot more of my attention. There's been some challenges um, and having teenagers and just a lot going on. It's just a lot of little details, backing in and out of the house 100 times a day and taking people places. It feels like I'm at the pinnacle of busyness right now. And it hasn't helped that there's been stresses at my normal 9 to 5, and it's been really, really kind of chaotic. And I don't know if that's because I've set out to do this and this life has a way of giving you everything at once, but it has definitely felt that way the last few days, last few weeks. So, but you know, a little while ago, I had the feeling of just keep walking, just keep going through it. Be positive, be thankful. That's another thing. Just be thankful. Um, and I am thankful. I am thankful that I have all the opportunities in front of me that I can keep just carving out and keep going at it. So I'm excited. I'm excited where we're at. I'm excited to get this thing launched. Keep working at it, and yeah. So keeping it kind of short today. Not much more I want to add today. I'm going to finish this walkout here. The Venmo is a good sign. And I mentioned starting to compile these videos into a video editor. I'm going to keep them really short. There's not going to be a lot of editing. And we're wrapping up week number 3. So, week 3's been good. Want to make more progress on this than I am currently. So, yeah, wrapping up week number 3. It's Friday. We'll probably end up doing something fun with the family over the weekend. I think I mentioned on Saturday mornings I've been doing hikes with one of my kids as personal time. So last week was with my son. This next week, probably tomorrow, will be a hike with my youngest daughter, who's 6. So that's been kind of fun. I've been going to the All Trails app and just having them pick out a trail that's within their capability, right? So if my 6-year-old's picking out Mount Everest, we're not doing that one. But we pick out a trail and do a hike. That's just an opportunity for me to connect one-on-one with each one of them, and that they seem to have really liked that. I have really liked that, and so tomorrow it's gonna be with my youngest daughter, who's 6, and we're gonna go do some hiking, spend some time together. So let's see. I think that's it for today. Not much more. Talk about. We'll see if we get this offer coming in. I hope it is. Spend some time over the weekend thinking about it and talking about it with my wife. And if this is the right step for our family, I have a good 9 to 5 job right now. It's allowing me to do things like this on the side in the evenings, and it's a good salary, and it's good. It's been good for our family the last 7 years. I'm just personally feeling like I need growth and change and a path that is allowing me to accomplish my goals and grow as well. So don't feel like that's an option there right now. I've had a lot of conversations with my previous boss who's gotten a promotion recently, and had a lot of conversations there. And although I see the need for a lot of what I'm doing and that we could do more there doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of support to do it. And it's been like that for the last 7 years. I've seen a lot of people move on from there, and I think it's kind of a repeating pattern that a lot of people there are there for a good number of years. They're quite talented, but there's just no growth. A lot of the structure setup they have is geared towards junior people and interns, and then they rely on senior people like me to constantly train them, as it's a revolving door. And I don't think I want to do that anymore. So I don't feel like there's a lot of support for senior roles in what I do. And although the need is there, it doesn't feel like the structure is there to recognize it or to put effort into it. So after 7 years, I am feeling like I don't know if there's much more I want to do here, or that I can do here. So that's triggered a lot of this, right? What's next in life? Trying to accomplish these goals, and I'm going to do it. And I got to put this out there. And yeah, so I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm hoping that it is beneficial to my family. It's beneficial to my friends, my community, and those who are looking to find a better way to freelance. And yeah, I'm actually really excited about it. I see on social media people posting all the time like, "Hey, I'm a freelancer. I'm doing this or that or the other," and it's always buried in some message chain somewhere, and it could be working for them. I just want to make it a more dedicated location that's known for it. And so um, I want to make a platform for people that want to find and be found for freelance. So Common Creatives, I'm looking at you. I'm hoping that we're successful, and hoping this video series takes off and can help get the word out. So if you're watching this and you feel like you can help support this cause getting it out there, I'm asking the community to help do it too. So like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to sign off for today. Have a good one today. Let's try that again. Have a good day today, guys. All right. See ya. All right, guys. Hey, I got a few minutes this evening to work on a few things. It's still Friday, July 18th. It's about 10 o'clock p.m. And, I should be out doing something fun, but most of the family is tuckered in for the night. Some of them are just still kind of hanging out on their own screens, watching some videos or something. And so I thought I'd take a few minutes to work on what I wanted to wrap this week up on. So
You'll see in my in progress, the end-to-end tests. Quick show of that one. Again, we've talked about it in an earlier video, so I won't talk too much on it, but everything is working on like we've been talking about. Set up the account, make a purchase, fix email confirmation bugs, test the job board, send a message to other CC members. Those are all working great. The next one is have family make an order on the store. I think I'll do that this weekend. And then once that comes in, I'm going to return an item. The other thing I'll wrap up for this sprint this week is update Google reCAPTCHA on registration page. So to talk about what a reCAPTCHA is, you've probably seen them before. I'll show you an example. Here's the post a job board down below at the bottom of the form. There's this little Google form that you click on. It says I'm not a robot. Sometimes there'll be like a little quiz you have to do in order to submit the form. That's working how I want on this page. What I'm going to be working on tonight is getting it on the registration page. So if I come over here on the registration page, this is again the quick form you fill out to create your account. Quick side note, I mentioned I added some of the AI capabilities. So you can go in here and you can see a big long list of all the things you can register as a freelancer. You can see now you can You can register as AI ethics specialist, AI product manager, AI research scientist, AI solution architect, AI machine learning engineer, and there's other AI stuff peppered in here all the way around. So also I added cybersecurity engineer, data architect, data scientist, AI ML focused, data scientist, AI analyst. Let's see, there's probably some other ones in here. So good long list. For anyone who's watching this and if you've gone to create an account and you didn't see something in there, let me know in the comments and we'll get it added in there. But what I'm working on tonight is I want to get that same Google reCAPTCHA down here when you go to submit the form. You can see down below the site, this little thing right here says that it is covering it. Google has a couple of different ways you can integrate this into your site. And what I found is the little bit older version where you had to check a checkbox is a little more secure. What this stuff does is it protects your forms from spam. And unfortunately, there's people out there in the world that want to create bots that go and just create spam and create fake accounts and that kind of stuff. So the site's pretty well protected. I do get some that trickle in every once in a while, and I have to go and filter them out. And so I want to make sure that people who are making registered users on the site are actual people, not bots. So I'm going to spend a little time this evening getting that on there and getting it on the form. So wish me luck. And that's what we're chipping away tonight on February 18th, 2025 at 10 p.m. All right, see you guys. All right, welcome back, guys. It is now July 19th, 1:29 a.m. in the morning, and I just want to give you an update to the progress we made tonight. We had a good, successful night. There were some things that's been on the site, some bugs that have been bothering me for a while, and got some of those cleaned up, as well as the Google reCAPTCHA updated that I mentioned a little bit earlier. So if you remember when I started just a minute ago, for you, it was just the last clip. For me, it's been the last couple hours. It was in progress. It's now been updated Google reCAPTCHA on the registration page. So that is now finalized. I'm going to show you that working. If you go into the sign up page, you can now have a full view. That's one of the things I changed is there was a left column. It's now a full view column or full view. And then you see down here at the bottom, it now has the V2 or the little bit older version of the Google reCAPTCHA. Again, this helps from spam and gets legitimate people. There are newer ways to do this. Google has a couple different ways to integrate it. One of them is the it's called a V3 implementation, which does like it basically does an algorithm that Google does to check to see how likelihood you are a bot. And although I've used that in the past, I don't love it as much. I feel like this one is a lot more accurate. It's a little bit older. Maybe some people don't like checking another thing to submit their form, but I think this is going to help me weed out some of the bots that I was getting that were trying to create accounts. I wasn't getting a ton, but they were coming in every once in a while, and I had to spend each day just kind of monitoring that and making sure that bogus accounts weren't being created. So I'm going to keep an eye on that and see what happens. But now we've got a form there that you can click on as you fill that out, and it should filter out these ones. I have set up a few test accounts just to make sure everything's publishing well. Yeah, the great thing over on that is over on the left side, when an account is created, I am getting an email from the system that lets me know the new register has been created. And there is also on their end a new email that comes into the user or the new person creating an account. So there's a little registration process they have to do, and then once they've fully activated the account, they get that in. On an upcoming video, I'm going to stylize these emails coming in a little bit better. It's not really a needed thing that needs to be done, but I do believe in branding, so I'm going to get those those emails coming in a little more branded than just this generic style. So I'm going to add that to my backlog here when I sign off on this video. But I'm pretty tired. I'm going to be done for the night and go get some rest. And I'm excited to get that one done. Oh, other things I got in here too. So there were some other bugs kind of floating around. So I got the footer updated. It was kind of have this weird layout, so I got that footer fixed. There's other pages that got worked out too. So there's now full view page. There was a left column thing that was kind of janky there before. So now we've got the full view for all of the members list. It can easily be clicked on and go in there and see the different ones in there. I do need to update that one. I don't want that one a full list. So I got to go into the member profile and make sure that's just a double column too. So got to go fix that. I'm going to fix that one. I won't show you that here, but if you go visit the site after seeing this video, maybe you'll see that updated. So, all right, guys, have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
All right, here we are. Good morning. Saturday, July 19th, 2025. It is 7:30. Just a few short hours since I signed off last night. Welcome back. It's a good morning. It's another kind of gray, overcast day, which is pretty nice, actually. I wouldn't want this every day, but it's been so hot lately in summer that when you get a day like this, or a few days, it's nice and refreshing. Kind of feel the earth rest a little bit, and from the scorching heat. So we got another day like this. Today is actually Saturday, so got a few things going on today, some personal things going on. But before I talk about those, let's talk about some of the progress we're making here for Common Creatives. Last night, Fridays, I'll just say in general, Friday evenings have been kind of a go-to night for getting a good chunk of done. It's actually for Common Creatives. So as you've seen in these videos, I'm kind of trickling things in throughout the week, trying to balance normal life. I got my 9 to 5 to do every day, as I mentioned, and I get like an hour, 2 hour kind of block every once in a while here. Most of the time it's in the evening when after putting kids to bed, and however late I want to work into the night. So Fridays typically turn into after work, my 9 to 5 thing, unplug from that, spend some time with my family, do some fun things for a Friday night, kind of do a family fun night for Friday. And then once they're in bed, I feel like I can make a longer night of things. So I usually go well into the evening. As you saw last night, it was about 1:30 that I got done. So I started working about it on, I don't know, what was it, 9:30 or so, and went until I couldn't do it anymore. And you can see my sleepy eyes, baggy eyes. Um, so that's how Fridays have gone for a long time, long time. Um, I want to make sure my family feels like I showed them some attention. My kids, we do something fun. We had some pizza last night and just kind of hung out together. Um, and then in the evening, started working away at this. Last night was really productive. Those things that I shared with you last night, those are some bugs that have been plaguing me for a while, especially that reCAPTCHA thing. Whew, I'm so glad I got that on there. That as I mentioned in the video last night, it hasn't been a huge issue. I've had the reCAPTCHA version 3 on there, which Google has continued to reform that or refine that and make it different versions you can put on your site. The older version is the checkbox, I'm not a robot, and you do like a little quiz thing, like it will say select all the boxes that have a street light. You guys have all seen these. My opinion, that version is a lot better at filtering out bot traffic. And I've had the V3 version on the site for a good long time, and it's done okay. I still had gotten a lot of spam, fake accounts being created, and I had to go in there each day and just clean them out. And I knew with me launching this and getting out there, I wanted to make sure that one, I didn't want to do that every day, and two, hopefully with this getting out there, more and more people are seeing this, and more people are coming to register on the site. It gets, I mean, the bots that like have an email address of a whole bunch of weird random characters and then at Gmail, like, that's not legit. But there are some that get pretty sneaky, right? There's some that are, they look pretty legit, and it's hard to tell if they are active or not, or if they're real people. The good news is it doesn't just automatically create the account once somebody registers. There's a two-step verification process. So once someone registers for the site, the site automatically sends them an email to confirm their account. And that email has a registration or confirm my email address and this I'm a legitimate person. And then once they do that, it takes them back to the site to finalize the confirmation. Again, nothing too groundbreaking. Anybody who's using two-step verification steps, authentications, is experiencing this. So that's really helpful as a business owner and a site owner, because again, it's filtering out random traffic that for some reason people out there in the world are doing this. Like, why are you wasting your time doing this? But it's a thing, and you got to protect against it. So we got this updated version in there. I had to dive in pretty deep into the code. There was quite a bit of diving into the files to make sure the two-step verification and the Google reCAPTCHA form V2 was working right. So it was good. I'm actually really excited about that. I'm going to be monitoring how well it blocks these types of fake accounts. So I feel pretty confident that it should filter out most, if not all. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. I did do some end-to-end testing after I got it integrated so that it can continue to create accounts. And so, yeah, I'm feeling really good about it. It's not the best user experience, and that honestly, that's why Google has made other attempts to make it better. Um, the V3 is intended to be like you don't have to do that little checkbox thing. The V3 is more, it's an algorithm that sends it over to Google, and Google verifies kind of like how likelihood is this a bot with some other formats that it's testing. And it's not great. It hasn't been great. I've had it on the site for a good long while, and I still get a lot of things sneaking through. So didn't want that. So I'm gonna pause real quick. This is I walked down to one of my favorite places here in my neighborhood. You can see behind me there's a park. You can tell that it is the dog days of summer. All the grass is showing the heat. You can see where the sprinklers are. All the little darker green spots are where a sprinkler head is for the park. This is a little drainage park, but it's actually, I'm going to turn around here. It's got a pretty view, and it's just a quick walk down from my house. I'm going to do a little spin here, so bear with me for those who may get a little sick. But you'll see behind me there is just a big open field. It's a farm field, and they often do different types of crops in here. They did some type of wheat this year. But it's nice to come out here and just take a look. And sometimes I'll come down here and just stand and look at the open fields. It's beautiful. I am not a farmer, but does make me feel like I am right at home in a farm field. And one day, all of this is going to be homes. And yeah, so again, behind me, you can start to see a little bit of Utah Lake right there. Heading back around is the point of the mountain that we've talked a lot about already, which is right in here. One of these upcoming videos, I'm going to drive past those, and I'm going to show you those billboards so you can see them up front and center, what we're shooting for. But again, we're coming for you here in a year from now. I'm really excited about that. So, beautiful morning, beautiful calm morning. Yesterday on the drive, I was out getting pizza with my daughter, my 16-year-old daughter. It was a big day. Yesterday was a big, awesome day. Really great, awesome stuff happened. First, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she just got her driver's license. So she is, the state says she's legit. She can drive and operate a vehicle on her own. So if you're watching this, I'm super proud of you, and I'm excited that the world just got bigger for you. And so she took some solo drives for herself. She said she had to go pick up some things from the store. Went and did that herself, and she asked if she could take the car. It was this like surreal moment. It's like, Dad, can I take the car? And I was like, how old am I now? Yeah, that's cool. You can take the car. So big day. I'm super proud. If you're watching this, I love you so much. You're so amazing, and so happy for you that you got your driver's license. Big day. It's a sweet experience seeing you get older, and super proud that you had to. For those who are watching, she had to jump through some extra hoops. It's been really weird. The school she goes to, they are not helpful at all about getting kids their driver's license, which is funny because every kid in the school needs to go through that process, and they are super not helpful. But she stuck with it, and she got it. So congratulations. I'm excited for you. You're going out into the world, and she's also got her first job. I mentioned that in a previous video. Super proud of you for doing your first job. So she's now bringing in the dough. She's got a driver's license, and I think she's tasting starting to taste what it feels like to be a little free, a little freedom going out into the world. So welcome to it. I'm glad you're here, and that's super awesome. So, anyways, other awesome things that happened yesterday. I took her. For the family, I mentioned we did a little pizza night. So Went and picked up a pizza from Costco. And as I mentioned, it's been kind of rainy, and I've got a Jeep with the top off. Which, side note, I'm looking to on the store, on the Common Creative store. I've added some new iFreelance magnets that you can put on your car. I think I might order some of those to put on the Jeep. That is advertising, which also you can start writing some of that off for a business expense. So the Jeep is black, which fits with the brand. So I think I might be doing that here soon. And it's a little plug. Go on over to the store, pick up some iFreelance magnets to put on your car so you can slap it right on your car as you're driving around. And maybe that could be a tax write off for you too. Consult a tax accountant or a tax specialist. Don't take that as legitimate advice. Make sure you are doing your due diligence, and don't come after me that I told you could do that. So, anyways, so thinking about plastering that on the Jeep. That could potentially be a tax write-off for my business. And back to my previous story. We were driving. We went to go get a pizza. The top's off. We're feeling the feel goods of the all the great things that my daughter had accomplished. She was the only one who went with me, and it started to rain on us, like downpour. Like we have not had a rainy day. I cannot remember the last time. Here in Salt Lake City, we live in a desert. We don't get rain often at all, as you can tell from the dry grass and the dry field I just showed you. So when it rains, it is usually pretty short, but summer rain can downpour. That was us. And ironically enough, I've had that Jeep for 5-6 years and have taken the top off every year. And this was the first rainstorm I got caught on, and it was a downpour. So fun little memory for us. And it was one of those moments where we're sitting at traffic lights and you can just tell everybody's looking at us like, yeah, you guys are doofuses. So that was fun. We were just living it up and laughing about it because it was wet. We got home and we were super wet. So fun little memory, fun part of the day. It was kind of nice to get back, and then we just had some pizza and watched the rainstorm, a little thunderstorm. So yeah, and then finished the evening off with getting some good reCAPTCHA on the site. What could be better? Wow, that was an amazing day. So yeah, that's what life's looking like. All right, so I've got some other fun things happening today. I'm gonna start heading back. Let's see. I'm gonna get back to the site or back to home. A lot of these things just finished out my sprint for the week. I'm going to set myself up for a new sprint, and I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. So when this comes back on, you'll probably see me back at the front of the computer setting up a new sprint. You can see what I've got planned. This is rounding out for us for what we've done for week 3. So week 3 has been successful. A lot of great things have happened. There's been some challenges, some weird personal stuff to navigate. I've been mentioning a potential new 9-to-5. No new offer come in yet. They did contact me and said they're working on it, and I could potentially see that offer come in next week. I'm still figuring out if that's right. I got to see the offer, got to see if it's the right thing to move. Could potentially be good. I have a great role right now. I'm happy where I'm at right now for the 9-to-5, but I do have broader life goals, this being one of them. And just want to make sure if there is a change there that it's going to not inhibit my ability to continue to produce on this. This is my goal for the next year. This is what I really want to get out there in the world. So, yeah, if that comes in, there's going to be some serious talks with my wife about, do we do this? It's been 7 years at my current 9-to-5. Good place. I believe in the place, and they've been really good people. Just got to figure if that's the right step for us. So that's all in the mix of trying to be a provider. So I mentioned earlier videos. We have one income, which is on me. My wife works, but she's a stay-at-home mom, and she works very hard and doesn't get compensated nearly enough. And so, um, let's see, other things going on today. My wife and I have got to go start shopping for a car. So now that we've got a new driver, we know it's time for us to look for another car. So we're going to be doing that sometime today too. And we've been looking for a while. We think we've narrowed it down to what we want to do, and now we just got to find it. And so that's going to be in the mix today. Other fun things going on today. As I mentioned earlier, videos on Saturday mornings, I try to spend a little time one-on-one with each one of my kids. Today is my youngest daughter. She's 6 years old. We are going to go on a little hike. I'll give you a little spin here where we're thinking of going. So this is the mountain range that I've talked a lot about. Again, this is right on Utah Lake is right there. You can barely see it, but there's a little trail line that goes along this mountain. It's called Bonneville Shoreline. Last night, I asked my 6-year-old if she wanted to go and take a turn and go on a hike with me. She was extremely excited and said yes, and so I think I might drive her over to that. So I got to head back to the ranch. She's still sleeping. The whole crew is still sleeping, but they're going to be getting up pretty soon. I'm going to go do that video of setting up a new sprint and showing what I'm planning on accomplishing this next week. And then I'm going to pack a couple snacks, get some water, get my 6-year-old, and we're going to go on a little hike, spend some time together doing that. So, week 3, you've been awesome. This has been great. I'm going to head back. We'll get that video shot back at home and get ourselves set up for week 3, finishing that out. Week 4, we'll talk about it here in a minute, but week 4, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting a few more things on end-to-end tests and getting these videos put together. I've been saying that too much the last videos. I need to start compiling these, and I want to have 4 episodes on the YouTube channel ready to go once I launch this and let the world know I'm working on this and send it out to my social media accounts. So if you've been with me this far, thanks for staying. Thanks for watching. Yeah, if you're seeing these, you probably see that there are 4 videos on YouTube right now. So stay tuned. For me, I'm finishing out week 3 and going to be setting myself up for week 4, ready to launch this baby. So thanks for being here with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you back at the ranch in just a few minutes. All right, see ya. All right, guys, we are back. It's still July 19th. It's about 8 o'clock, 7:53. Just got done with walking around the neighborhood with that video summarizing the day yesterday. I'm back in front of the computer. Short night last night, but productive. And you can see we got some other updates. As I mentioned last night, a full view, cleaned up some of the layout bugs. There was a bug down on the footer that also was kind of an issue, but got that cleaned up. So all of that is looking better. I'm excited about that. So really excited about the progress we made yesterday evening. As I mentioned, it was Friday evenings around 9 o'clock. It allows me just to go late to the evening, early in the morning. Went to about 1:30 last night, and now we're back at it. So I wanted to quickly show you the setup for the next week. One of the keys of success has been for me in my career, as well as working on this, is to work in innovation cycles. Innovation cycles, for those who are not as familiar with software development and just ways to organize yourself, I work in an agile environment. Agile, I'm not going to go too deep into that, but just to give you context, it's just a way of working. One of the things I do personally is I have Kanban boards. Kanban boards, what you see here, where you have these columns, and the columns represents different stages. So you can see I've got a backlog, an in progress, and a complete, which helps you just kind of visualize the progress that you're making. And so you can see that we've finished up all those things. We got the Google reCAPTCHA on there, update look and feel, the register page, which that was another thing that I worked on last night. I won't be able to show you that here because it's behind some sign up steps, but really excited about getting that updated. So while I was in the code last night updating the reCAPTCHA page, I was pretty deep into the thick of it. I just took a few minutes to update some of the look and feel of those pages, and so got that finished up, which is great. I mentioned I've been doing the end-to-end testing. I did one actually this morning as well. And again, we talked about that. I still need to finish up 2 more steps when I have my family place, individuals in my family place an order this weekend. I'm going to have them observe for any bugs, anything they come across that's not working as expected. And then I'm also going to do 1 more order for myself and do a return just to get a full end-to-end process flow for the store. And but let's go ahead and set up ourselves for, before I go into that, is in that process I came across the bugs. So you can go here, bugs are things that just aren't working as expected. We've got the job board form is not submitting on phones, so it is working on when I'm on a desktop experience like this. But this morning I tried to do a test just on my phone, and the form submission did not go all the way through. So I've logged that as a bug. That's something I got to look into. It's not a showstopper entirely. It's not great. Definitely need to fix it. So for now, I've logged it in a bug and something to fix. So I'll be looking into that here in an upcoming sprint. So that gets us back to setting ourselves up for a new sprint. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to actually pull that in here to the in progress, so I remind myself to look into it. I also want to look at stylizing the emails with the Common Creative logo. This isn't a real big need, but I do want to get it done knowing that I'm going to be driving traffic to here, and it's just another branding opportunity. I mentioned it in the video last night. I've got the code for it, and I've got it set up. I just need to go and get the templates set up. And then I've been talking about Venmo. I've had some back and forth with them. They did tell me that they have found my account and they just needed me to verify a few things. So I'm going to slide that in here as well. So I'm kind of waiting on there, and it's a little back and forth. Again, we're going to place that, going back over to the site again, where if you go to the About section, there is a little section about what we are and what we're about. And then I may put the YouTube series on here too, or link to it. So for right now, there's a pay with PayPal. You can use definitely use PayPal. You can use any kind of credit card processor. We'll do that as well. But I wanted to add Venmo in here as well. So working with the Venmo people, hoping they can come through for me to get that worked out. So I've brought that into my in progress. And then in preparation for launching this, again, week 4 is going to be getting these things done. And I just want to verify all of my security is in place, ready to go again with that. So I'm going to pull that, check all security. This is going to be like SSL. What that is secure security layers for the site. Most people don't visually see these things, but they are important, especially with e-commerce stores. You most of the time will see it because when you go to a URL, and I'll show you here at the top, it's that little S at the end. So you can go to websites that will say http://www. When you see an S in there, that means it's a secure. It's got SSL security set on it, and that just encrypts data as it's being passed to and from the web server. Again, the web server is where your files are stored, and it's just a secure way to, it's an industry best practice. to secure your site. So all of that has been set up. Again, I've done that on the store. That becomes increasingly important on a store because you're dealing with sensitive information and or credit card payment processors. For my site, I offload that to a third-party tool that's been integrated in the site, so it's especially secure. And so, anyways, that is on the list today. I want to make sure that all security is all still in place. I worked on this again a year or two ago, and put it on the site, and in all of this preparation of launching these YouTube videos and getting the word out there and inviting people to come place orders and create accounts, I'm going to make sure and do my due diligence just to loop through all of the security settings that we have for the site, make sure it's all ready to go. Last night, as I mentioned, I got that reCAPTCHA on there. It's a security item. It's not entirely security category, but it is. You could let me say that again. You could define that because it does help protect the site from bot traffic. And so, anyways, so already starting to take steps to do that. So in preparation for launching the site, that's one of the and all of this on YouTube, we are going to be going through our security, making sure that we are sound and secure and in place. So going to be spending some time on there. Not in the sprint. That looks pretty good. So that's my goal for week 4 for the site improvements. So it's probably a good moment to pause here. You'll see I've got a Kanban board in Asana for the website. So these are all, we call them tickets. That's just another terminology from agile workflows. Just tasks. These are just little manageable tasks that you plan to work on. This is what I'm planning to work on for week number 4. And I've got another Kanban board over here where if I go, you see when I've got one for business, for marketing and advertisement, website, and co-create 2025. We'll talk about that in a future video. But yeah, so if I go to business, there are ones in here in business. So yeah, you can see I've got some things I wanted. Once we launch this, the next steps are going to be updating business reports. So once we get this out here, I'm going to shift my mindset and my workflow into business items. So this, I've got some dashboards and some reporting metrics that have in Excel. So I'm going to update those and start reporting on what we get after we launch this. Let's see, we're going to go to, there's another one is marketing and advertising. So you can see those same boards, a big list of big ideas on the left, some email marketing campaigns that I'm going to be doing throughout this next year. So those will keep me on track, but you can see in progress here is complete and edit week 1 through week 4 videos. I've been talking about that. So this is on my marketing and advertisement Kanban board. And then on there, we've got design, develop, and send out an email campaign announcing the YouTube How I Got Here series. And then there's some notes that I've taken about what I want to do for that. So that's all. This right here is going to be week 4 as well. So we got these 2 tickets and the other one we talked about, which was the get the website ready to go, which we just talked about. This guy. So big week. I'm excited for it. I'm going to get after it, and I may even do a couple more of these while the family is still sleeping right now. We had a late night last night, and so family's still sleeping, and I'm going to try to get some more of this. Maybe I'll chip away at this guy right here and get that one set up here while I'm waiting for my daughter, my 6-year-old, to wake up. Once she wakes up, get some breakfast, and we're going to go do a hike. So, all right, guys. If I don't do another post later on this evening, maybe I will. But if not, this is rounding out week 3. It's been a productive week. A lot of awesome things going on personally, a lot of awesome things going on for the site. And I'm getting more and more excited about launching this thing. So if you've stuck with me this far, thanks for being here with me. And could use your help if you're seeing these, we've put these out in the world, and now I could use your help by like, comment, and subscribing. Tag people in the comments of anybody who feels like they could benefit of what Common Creatives provides, which is a better way to freelance. So, all right, you guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to sign off here so I can keep chipping away on some of those to-dos I just carved out. So, till then, see ya. All right, guys, we're back at it. It's a few minutes later. It's still July 19th, 9:05. I just wanted to show that I got this last thing figured out. I've been working on stylizing the email confirmations that are sent out to the users when a new account is created and any email is sent out. So I'm going to quickly show that. I made a quick account here, and we're going to submit that, and got a confirmation from the site. I see over on my email, I'm going to do that over here. So on my email, just got a confirmation from there, and there you go. Looks like we still got some errors. So text isn't working the way I want. That's not coming in right. So got some more bugs to work out. And you can also see there's a big white thing down below. So some of that worked, some of it didn't. So I got to debug some of that, and yeah, gonna have to keep working on that. So not awesome, but we did get a new logo in there, which is great. And but still got some bugs I need to work out here. I'm gonna have to put this work on pause because it is 9 o'clock and I got a hike to get to with my daughter. So I'll have to pick this up a little bit later on in the evening. So, all right, guys, take care. All right, guys, we're back. Today is still July 19th, Saturday. It's about noon, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I had a few minutes. I got back from my hike. It was awesome. My 6-year-old daughter and myself went on a hike. I had a few minutes before I needed to get on to my next thing, so I wanted to look at that email issue again about the bug wasn't rendering correctly. I've gone and fixed it. I'm going to submit this form here again, and got the confirmation from the website, which is great. I'm going to shift over to my email. My email is loading in, and no, it still didn't work. All right, still got some issues to figure out why that's coming in. All right, got to debug that one. It was working a minute ago. We're going to try this again. All right, guys, we're going to try this again. So last time we had a little bug, still working that out. I think we've got it this time. We're going to do this one more time. I'm going to submit the form, get it submitted, and get the confirmation over here on the business or the customer account side. You can see email came in how I wanted to. It's now visually formatted correctly and looks great. There's an activation link that they can click on. I can also check switching between light and dark mode, and my CSS is working correctly for that. So that's all good news. That's what I wanted, and sweet, got that resolved. All right, see you guys.